All right, here are Advent of Code Day 5. Let's get our input written. And looks like we got a lot of text, so there's going to be file to list. And let's run this to make sure we've got a bunch of things. So let's take a look. So, scan boarding passes. First 7 characters will either be F or B. Specify one of the 128. Okay. Which half of a region? Okay, so this is binary stuff. Okay, start with a whole list of rows. First letter in the front or the back. Which half? Okay, until you're left at exactly one row. Great. Last 3 characters will be either L or R. Great. Unique seek ID, multiply the row by 8, add the column. What is the highest seat ID? Okay, cool. So we have to convert these to rows and to columns. Okay. We can just let's just make a new list of the IDs is equal to that. We're going to say for line in L. And now we have to determine exactly the row and exactly the column. So let's take the first 8 characters and the front through the back. Okay. So F is 0 and B is 1. So I wonder if there's a way to just convert strings to binary in Python. I'm going to Google that really quick. Python binary string to integer. Ooh, pass in the built-in int function and pass in the base. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, so the okay, we're just going to do a simple little thing. So we're going to say the num is equal to this, and for then we're going to say that the row is equal row stir is equal to the first 7 characters. So we've got line 0 to 8. I believe that'll give us the print. And now let's run this. Oops, I don't know what I just clicked on. There we go. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we want 0 to 7. Now we need to convert these, so we need to do for C in line, if C equals B, num plus equals, so F is 0, so this is 1, else num 0. Now we're going to say row is equal to int of num comma 2, and now we do the other bit. So let's take the column, it's going to be 0, 1, 2. here. So the small ones, or sorry, R means the upper half. And IDs are pending the row times 8 plus the call. And then here we're going to say print max IDs. Save it and run. Well, I'm just going to try this because worst case scenario is it doesn't work. Hey, lovely. 472, that's not bad. Wait. Wow, this is lagging a little bit. I wonder if it's my internet. Well, that bodes well. If I can get part 2. Hello? Oh no, is there another outage? Welp. Well, I guess while we're waiting for this to load, we can talk about what just happened here. So, essentially, all this is your a complicated way of saying we want to use binary representation of the row and column, right? So the first 7 characters are all B or F, and then every time you take the back half. Oh, wait, we got it loaded. Okay, part 2. What is okay? Okay. Full flight, so your seat should be the only missing. If your seat wasn't at the very front or back, though, the seats with IDs 1 and +1 and -1 from yours will be on this list. Okay. What's the idea of your seat? Okay, this is interesting. So we already have a list of all the IDs. Wasn't at the very front or back, though. Let's... What is the idea of your seat? Okay, I'm going to just try something. So we're going to just say ID set is equal to set, and we're going to say ID set dot add row times 8 plus call, and then what we're going to do is just iterate through this. We're just going to say for ID in ID set, and then what we're going to do is we're going to say if ID plus 2 in ID set and ID plus 1 not in ID set, print ID plus 1. $741. Cool. Wait, we did a lot better today than on previous days, because I've been around rank 1,000, and we're getting a little quicker. So let's take a look at this. So 255. Wow. So 5 minutes to and 3 minutes, and we got it in 6 minutes and 9 minutes. Still sub 10 minutes. Rank 474. This is the best that I've done so far on these challenges. So let's just clean these up a tiny bit, and I think we'll be good. I'm trying to think of what a cleaner way to do that is, but like it worked, so let's get rid of these prints first of all because we don't need those. Print part 1 solution. Print part 2 solution. So essentially what we did was we just said, and actually I think we can just get rid of that altogether and just say max of ID set. Let's try running that. Part 1 solution 984, part 2 solution 741. Like that a lot. Wow, that was a really quick part 2. Once you wrap your head around exactly what they're asking. I kind of like that it's only 3 lines. It makes me want to not change it. Okay, so we've got like this is 2 chunks of repeated code. I'm just trying to think of a good way to factor it out because the characters that mean 1 change. So I guess we could write a little function here. This is probably not super important, but I'm just going to do it because I don't like seeing repeated code. And we're going to say stir to or binary string to num or to int. And let's actually do that in snake case. We're writing Python stir to int, and we're going to take in the 1 char, and that's going to we're going to take in the stir, and we're going to take in the 1 char, so the character that means 1. And so we're going to say for c, or well, let's say num is equal to that. And we're going to say for c and stir, well, let's probably just call it s instead of stir because that's a reserved word, I think. For c and s, if c equals 1 char, num stir 1, else num stir 0, and then we're going to say return int of num2. Great. So let's replace these things here. So now we're just going to say row is equal to bin stir to int, and it's going to be of line 0 to 7, and then the 1 char is b, and then call is equal to bin stir to int of line 7 to 10, and the r means 1. We got really lucky on just how that everything clicked in perfectly. Yeah, that looks a lot cleaner, I gotta say. Yeah, because this is literally just looking for, we get out a little break here, because there's no reason to keep looking. I'm also a little bit curious. 741, let's divide this by 8. So that means that we were in row 92, seat number 5. Huh. Well, that's that, I guess. Cool. I'm gonna. Oh, this is actually wrong. Let me fix this really quick. Save, run it, make sure it's not broken. 984 741. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I feel good about the fact that our rankings appear to be getting better. Day one doesn't count because of the outage. I think that I'm starting to settle back into Python and writing code fast. So hopefully, my goal is by the end of the month to have gotten into the top 100 at least once. But we'll see if that happens. All right. Well, goodbye and see you tomorrow.